Perfect. Hello, everybody. Tuesday, yoga with Eva. Let me know if you can hear the music. Too loud. And we'll start today's seated position. So if you get ready, you can use your blocks or pillows underneath your hips if that helps. Super good. Bit loud. Okay, let me lower it down. Is it better? It's probably going to fluctuate up and down because of the perfect. Awesome. Okay, so we'll get started in a seated position today. Get yourself comfortable. As I said, you can use the blocks under your hips to sit a little bit higher or a pillow. Anything that makes you feel comfortable. Once you settle in, I want you to straighten your spine, bringing the palms up towards the ceiling, resting them on top of your lap. You can gently press your second finger and your thumb together until you start feeling your heartbeat or your pulse through that. And just closing your eyes. We're going to begin to breathe and pay attention to our breath here. Inhaling, feeling the belly expand. Exhale. Notice what happens in the abdominal area as you exhale. We're going to elongate our breath, so make them longer as you go. And try to even them out as well. Keeping your eyes closed. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a change in the style of yoga we do today. So we'll go back to yin yoga. We've done it before. So the yin part is a little bit of faster movements, more intense, followed by a stretch and relaxing poses at the end. So let's take another 5 breaths, like this, the longest breath of your day. Make them even. And slowly turning the palms down, holding on to your knees. I'm going to remove my blocks, but if you feel comfortable, you can stay seated on that block. Holding on to our knees gently. Keep the spine straight. We'll start with the seated cat-cow. So on your next inhale, I would like you to push the chest forward, arch your back, look up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, pull the belly button in around your spine towards the back or behind you. Look down at your belly button. You can even lean back. Inhale, push the chest forward, look up. And exhale. So you have 3 more rounds of this. Take your own time, matching your movement to your breath. Making sure your shoulders are relaxed and you're not pulling them up towards your ears. And last exhale. Sit up tall, straighten that spine, relax your hands and shoulders. On your next inhale, we will bring both arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to twist sideways towards the right, left hand reaching for your right knee. Right hand reaches behind you, twist and look. 3 more breaths. Sit tall, straight spine, don't lean your body back. On your next inhale, releasing the hand, inhaling, reaching the hands up. And exhale, go the other way. Right hand, left knee, left hand reaches behind, sit tall and straight. Twist, breathe, look where you're going with your hand. 2 more breaths, relax the shoulders. And then releasing the front hand, inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, you're gonna reach forward. Walk your hands as far as you can before you relax into the forward fold. 3 more breaths. And on your next exhale, walk your hands slowly back towards your legs. Reach behind you as far as it's comfortable. And then push the chest open, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Back bending here for 3 more breaths. And slowly coming back straight forward. Maybe a little bit of shoulder shrugs here. We're going to bring the arms back up. Last warm up here for our shoulders here, interlacing our fingers above our heads. And we're going to start making a little bit of a circle with your hands above your head, creating a little halo. Let's start small. And as you move, as you progress further and further, you start making them bigger and bigger. And then you can add a little bit of a spine movement to it as well. So start making really big circles with your arms and your chest. Last 2 big circles where you move not just the arms but your spine as well. And stay in the center. Let's reverse. So going the other, start small, circling above your head. And they grow bigger and bigger as you go. Upper body still for now. And last 2 like this, make them big. And then start adding that spine. Push the chest forward, round the back. 2 more giant circles. And then stay centered, releasing. Hopefully feel some warmth in our shoulders, so shrug them up and down a few times and then circle them back and forward. And then we're going to push ourselves over onto our knees. And we're going to begin that faster paced movement for the next 20 minutes or so. So if you need a break, feel free to take it and take a moment to slow down your breath if you need it. So from here, I would like us to spread our fingers wide, making sure your shoulders are in line with your wrist, curling the toes under, lift the knees up to hover, pulling that belly button. Take another 2 breaths in hovering. Push the palms into the floor, slightly round through the shoulder blades. On your next exhale, you're going to push your hips down towards your heels. Keep the knees hovering. Spread your fingers wide, traction them forward. And then slowly stretch the legs into a downward dog. If you need to move your feet a little bit further, do that. Don't change your arms. Keep those palms pushing hard into the floor. Paddling the feet one heel at a time, stretching through the back. On your next exhale, push both heels down. And then inhale, shift your weight forward into the plank. Hold it here. Elbows locked in. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward, place the knees down if you like. Lower down to the ground. You can add the hover if you like. And then inhale into the cobra, upward dog. Shoulders relax. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. And slowly push into a downward dog through the knees, or just push up straight to a downward dog. Let's go one more time, this time without a stop. So inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale here. Inhale, shift your weight forward, lock in the elbows lower to the ground. Inhale up into that cobra, upward dog. Exhale into the downward dog. Walk your feet closer together. Lift the right leg up in the air. Exhale, bring the knee under. Take a moment to hover. And place the foot between your hands. On your next inhale, you're going to come up into a high lunge. Swing your hips low down. So your feet are really wide apart. Front knee and ankle are aligned. Inhale here, and as you exhale, I want us to twist towards that leg. So twist towards your right side. Hold and twist for 3 breaths. Next inhale, hands come up. Exhale, twist the other way. 2 more breaths. If you need to place the back knee down, feel free to do that. Inhale, back center. Exhale, hands come down. Step your foot back. And then inhale, shift weight forward, lock the elbows lower down. Inhale, lift up into that cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifts this time. Exhale, bring in the knee under. Hold it here. Pull in the belly button. And then exhale. Foot comes forward. Inhale, come on to that high lunge. Sink the hips down. Release the shoulders. Hands can always be by your heart if needed. Placing the back knee down also. On your next exhale, we're going to twist towards the left side. Hold and breathe. 2 more breaths. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, and both arms come up. Exhale, twist to the right. Last breath. Inhale, back center. Exhale, hands down. Step your foot back into that plank. Inhale, shifting weight forward, locking the elbows. Slowly lower. Inhale, lift up into that cobra. Exhale into a downward dog. This time we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, or you can jump, depending how intense you would like it. And then relax in here for a moment, letting everything hang. Release the tension in your neck. Add a little sway side to side. And then slowly straightening those knees. Inhale, slide the fingertips towards those knees, straighten your backs. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale down. You're going to bring the right leg, left leg up in the air. Exhale, bend the front leg, step the foot back. Turn the toes out slightly. Gonna try to be in warrior one. You can have your feet wide apart, like they're on train tracks, as long as you push the hips forward. So hips are facing in front of your mat. You pull in the belly button, pushing the outer edge of your back, put into the mat. Inhale, arms come up, and you come in a little bit of a back bend. Hold it here for 4 breaths. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. You're gonna lift the heel off the floor, toes on the ground, bend the front leg, and as you exhale, I want you to push yourself into a balancing warrior. So hands can stay by your heart, or you can reach them up to the front of your mat or side like an airplane. Once you feel comfortable balancing, start closing the hip down and flex the toes, reach to the heel back. Stay here for 4 breaths. And then gently bring your hands to your heart, bend into that standing leg, step the foot back, turn the toes out, or heel in, back into the warrior one. 2 breaths. Alright, now exhale, hands back to the heart, turn the toes, turn the heel back, and push yourself back into that warrior. 3, or balancing warrior. Flex the foot, close the hip. 2 more breaths. And then bend into that standing leg, toes down, heel in, into the warrior one. 2 breaths. Make sure your hips are facing the front of your mat. Exhale, hands down, shift your weight forward, twist the toe. And last time into the balancing warrior, close the hip off, reach to the heel. And from here, we're going to start reaching our hands down towards the ground and try to lift the leg as high as you can. Holding it here. If you have the blocks, you can use the blocks. Last breath. And then again, bend into that standing leg. And then gently keeping the hands on the floor, step your foot back, slide the foot a little bit further. Inhale into a high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, twist towards the left, towards the right. Inhale back center. Exhale the other way. Inhale back center. Exhale hands down. Step your foot back into the plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward, log your elbows in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into that cobra, upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Log your hands forward, towards the feet towards your hands, or jump. Exhale, pull yourself gently down towards your legs. Inhale, slide your fingertips towards your knees, straightening the back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale down. This time, left knee, right knee lifts. Lift it up. Exhale, bend the front leg, step it back into that warrior one. So turn the toes out slightly. And then turn the hips forward. You can have a wide stance in your feet. And then push the hips forward. Inhale, lift up. And into a back bend. Keep pushing your hips forward. And the outer edge of your back foot should be pushing into the mat. 2 more breaths. The hands can come to a heart if needed. And then everybody brings their hands down to your heart. And next inhale. Exhale, twist on your toes. Lean your body forward and push into that warrior. For your balancing warrior. Close down the hip so there's a flatness on your hip here. Reach the heel towards the Bible, and you can reach the hands forward to the side or keep them by your heart. 2 more breaths. Balance it here. If needed, you can always have the toes touching the floor. And slowly bending into the front leg. Gently step the foot back. Inhale into that warrior one. 2 more breaths. Relax the shoulders. So inhale here. Exhale, hands to your heart. Twist on the back toes. Lift up into that warrior seat. 3 more breaths. And then again, bend into that front leg. Step the foot gently. Twist the heel in. Last time, inhale into that warrior one. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Inhale here. Exhale. Twist on your toes. Shift your weight forward. Come into that warrior three. Last breath. Push the heel back. Close the hip off. And then slowly lower your hands to the floor. If you need to bend that standing leg, feel free. But then once you reach the floor or your blocks, try to lift the back leg as high as you can and belly comes towards the standing leg. And then slowly bending into that front leg again. Place the toes on the ground, keep your hands on the floor. Shimmy the foot back until your front knee and ankle are aligned. And then inhale into that high lunge. Sink down. Inhale here and exhale, twist towards the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down. Step your foot back. Back into the plank. Inhale, long your elbows in, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Inhale into the cobra. Upward dog. Exhale into a child's pose. So take a moment to slow down the breath. Again, maybe sped up throughout the moves. So 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, slowly push yourself back. So we'll go through the sequence here 2 more times before we settle into more relaxing and stretching poses. So curling the toes under, spreading the fingers wide, hover the knees, inhale. Exhale, shift your weight back towards your heels, and then stretch out into that downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the knee under for a moment, hover, and then place the foot down. Inhale, lift up into a high lunge. Exhale, twist towards the left side. Right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale towards the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Step the back foot forward. Stretch the legs as you exhale, pull down. Inhale, slide the fingertips towards your knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, fingertips slide towards the knees. Exhale, lower down, hands on the floor, step back into that plank. Inhale, shift weight forward, elbows locking, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring the knee under, hover. And then place the foot down. Inhale, come on up into a high lunge. Exhale towards the left. Twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands down, step back into the plank. Last time through chaturanga, elbows locked and shift your weight forward, lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward child's pose. So knees are wide, toes are touching, head is resting on the floor. Slow down your breath. Last breath before you push yourself up onto your heels. And then slowly come onto your hips. So we're going to start the slower part of our practice today. So if you have gloves, pillows, straps, make sure you have them ready nearby. And we're going to sit. We're going to place the right ankle over the left thigh. If this is too intense, you can always just place the foot inside of on your inner thigh here. So this is a little bit more intense, having your foot on top. Sit straight here. You can use the strap if you need to, want to. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, see if you can lean forward with your back straight. So as far as you can take the back straight. And once you no longer can do that, you can round and try to relax. So that's where the strap can be wrapped around your foot, or you can just hold on to the leg, wherever you may. I want you to release every tension, everything. Your neck is released. You're just rounding and relaxing here. Don't hold tension in any part of that body. Just let it all go. If this becomes too intense with your foot on top, you always have the option of placing it next to your inner thigh. And just relax it. We'll stay here for another 6 breaths. Relax, don't hold on to anything, just let everything hang. Another inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly walk your hands back. I'm gonna switch the sides. So left ankle over that right or inside your leg, whichever one works better. You can combine them both. Start on one and then the other. And sit straight. And as you exhale, slowly straighten back forward. No longer can be straight, you round it. Hold on to anything you want to hold on to. You can use that strap again. And relax. I want you to relax everything. Letting it all just relax. Don't hold your neck up either. Let it go. About 5 more breaths. Maybe on your next exhale, see if you can lower yourself a little bit more. And another inhale here. And as you exhale, just see it. We're going to turn ourselves on our belly. So swing your legs around and come on onto your belly. We're going to place I'm going to place my left. So left knee is going to be bent to the side, like I'm trying to crawl. Both of my hips are trying to stay on the floor. Your head is supported with your either both fists, or you can lie on top of your hands. I'm just relaxing here. The knee to the side. You can always place a pillow underneath the knee if needed, or some sort of a towel. And just breathe. We'll stay here for another 8 breaths. If you do not feel any stretching while doing this, you can do both legs at the same time. So you would be like a frog. Like just sitting like this and lower yourself down. That's very intense. But for some of you, if you feel no stretching doing this, you can do both legs at the same time. But you need to start from the top. Trying to push the hip gently down towards the floor so it's not lifting, but trying to push the front of that left hip to the floor so you feel that stretch. Try to relax into your shoulders, your jaw. And slowly stretching the left leg behind you. Taking a moment, feeling the difference. I'm not sure how about you, but I feel my leg is so much longer than the other. So whenever you get ready, just bend into that right knee. Lift it as high as you can. It should be 90 degrees with your body, so really high up. And relax into it. Allow that right hip to kind of try to go down to the floor. Maybe gently push it down once in a while, but don't force it. Breathe. Relax your jaw, your shoulders. Another 4 breaths. And the next exhale, start slowly sliding the leg back, straightening it out. And take a few moments here just to see if you feel evened out. And then gently bring your hands next to your chest and push yourself up onto your heels. Here we're going to stretch through the front of our legs. So we're going to come into either full hero pose or you can do half a hero pose. You can also have a blocks next to you, underneath your hips, if that's needed. So for half a hero, we're going to bring the top of our left foot on the floor and really close to our hips. If this is not available to you because of your knee, you can always come onto your side and do the simple pushing hips forward stretch. But if you're okay with that, everything seems good. One leg is straight forward, one leg is next to you, and you lean back. Trying to get to the floor if you can, lie completely down. Making sure that your front knee is not lifting. So wherever you are, settling, you'll be here for another 8 breaths. And your next exhale, gently out your mouth. Be very kind as you come out sideways. You might be a little intense for your toe of your foot. So take your time to roll it around. And then get ready for the other side. So the left leg stays straight. The top of your foot should be on your mat. Heel up next to your hip. And again, you can have those hips high up here if you need to. And lean back, keeping the knee planted. Okay, so whatever works better for you, you play around before you settle in. Once you settle in, I want you to take 10 really deep breaths in here. And also notice each side is a little different. And slowly come out of pose, whichever way you can. Be kind of gentle and move slowly while you flex your foot. Over here, we're going to go onto our backs. So slowly lower yourself down to the ground. Stretching the legs out. We're going to work on our spine from narrow, stretching through the back here. I would like you to bring your arms up and over, let them rest on the floor. And then sliding the right hand to grab gently onto your left wrist. Very gentle pull up. And then slowly start sliding the body sideways, making sure your both shoulder blades stay on the floor. So don't lift through. Once you feel like this is as far as you can go with the upper body, you start moving your legs to the side. So start slowly walking to the same side, so right side. Once you feel like this is as far as your lower body wants to go, you stay there. You need a little bit more intensity. You bring that left ankle, left foot up and cross it over your right ankle. Keeping both hips on the floor and both shoulder blades on the floor. And we're gonna stay here for another 8 breaths. I would like you to breathe deeply into your abdominal area, expanding it. With every inhale, another breath. Just unhooking that ankle and then slowly sliding the legs back center. And then full with the upper body, so scooching back up into the center. And release the hands for a moment. And take a moment to see what happened in your stretch, or feels any changes from side to side. And then we're gonna slide the hands back up. This time the left hand's gonna gently grab above your right wrist. Gently pull that hand up and over, and then start Moving your body to the left. Keeping both shoulders on the floor again. Now start moving the legs to the left slowly, one at a time. And stay wherever you feel the lovely stretch. You can cross the right ankle over the left one if you like. Making sure your hips don't lift though. Keep on both hips on the floor and breathe. Relax yourself there. Let everything go. Another 6 rounds of breath. And then slowly unhooking that ankle on your next exhale. Walk your feet back center. Slide the upper body back center. And releasing the hands, bring them down by your hips. Taking a moment to see what our stretch has done for our body. Well, then we're going to bring the feet on the mat. And knees come with our chest for maybe a little bit of rocking side to side. Pull those knees in as close as you can and then rock side to side. And bringing the legs into a tabletop position. We're going to cross the right foot or right leg over. We're going to lift our bum and scooch it to the right. And then let the legs fall to the left. So your right knee is the one on top. Sliding the hands to the T, looking towards our right side. So your legs are to the left, head is looking to the right, so opposite direction. And if you like, you can slide the right arm up. Or give you the knees. Another 6 breaths. And then slowly, if your hand is up, slide it back, center here. And gently, the next exhale, bring the legs center. And crossing the leg. Scooching your bum back center, relax, realign your body before you bring the legs back up into a tabletop. This time the left crosses over the right. You scooch the bum, lift and bring it to the left, and then let the knees fall to the right. Head is looking towards the left. And if you like, you can slide that hand, but keep it on the floor. Up the left hand is reaching up. And you're looking towards it. Gentle breathe. And so another 6 rounds of breath. Make sure that your inhale expands your belly. And next exhale, slowly slide your hand back down to center. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your legs back center as well. Feet on the floor, uncross the legs. Center your body. And one more time, knees towards your chest. Gentle rock side to side. Sliding the legs back out straight. And we're going to place the hands under our hips. Make sure that your hands are straight. Elbows are really close to your body. So everything's very tight here. We're going to now push into the elbows, lifting our upper body off the floor, and then placing the top of your head onto the mat. And fishbowl. Another 5 breaths. On your next exhale, slowly come out of your fish pose. Bring your feet on the mat, lift the hips up, release the hand. Knees go one more time towards our chest, gentle rock side to side. And if you have the blocks or pillows, you can place them back underneath your hips, as high as you like. And when you're ready, stretch the legs out towards the ceiling. This can be down against the wall or a chair, couch, wherever you are. If you don't want to have them in the air, you can have them supported by one of those. 5 breaths, feet up. You can move those feet if you like to circle your ankles, point flex, wiggle your toes, or simply hold it up. One more breath. And slowly bring your feet back to the ground. And you can stay in Shavasana with your hips higher than your heart by keeping them on a block or pillow. Or if you want to settle into Shavasana without any props, feel free to do that. And the only thing I'm asking of you is to turn your palms up towards the ceiling. And you go back to paying attention to your breath. Count your inhales, count your exhales. Making your inhales longer than your exhale. Try to relax into every part of your body. And we'll stay here for about 10 breaths. If you have the time, you can stay longer than that. Taking a really long inhale here. And exhale. And if you do have any blocks or props underneath you, please remove them. And bring your feet onto your mat. And again, if you have times, you can stay longer in your Shavasana. And for the rest of us, we're going to inhale, bring your arms up and over. And as you exhale, turn to one side and take a breath before you push yourself up to seated. Take your time to get up. And once you are seated, bringing your hands to your heart, rolling your head. Another 2 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week ahead of you, and from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. See you next week. Bye.